we are continuing on with the stadium that we had started at the beginning of this week, and we are the third campaign in, or the third mission into the campaign, and I'm giving up on using the concrete pump and mixer separately. We are going to be going with the concrete mixer pump duo and seeing how fast that gets us through the strenuous concrete part of this contract. I'm planning on low scope just so that we can get through and see everything finished and see it all done within a timely manner. If I was doing a 16-hour stream, then of course we could consider doing on high scope. I would recommend doing high scope when you have a group of friends playing together so that everyone can enjoy the game and you can also not be fighting with time constraints. I think with a team, you can actually do high scope and have fun with it, but as solo player doing high scope and then streaming it for people to watch and consume, just not ideal, honestly. Not at least not in my opinion. I don't know who's out there to watch 16-hour game, but you do have the opportunity to play this on high scope and really get the full feel and the magnitude for this contract if you would like. But me personally, I just want you guys to see what is entailed for you, what's in store for you when you decide to get the DLC and build the stadium yourself. It is a nice addition to the European map. It's very close to the gravel plant, so as you start building, it's not too hard to navigate the dropping off of soil, picking up of cement, if you want to do the hardcore or realistic version, where there's no fast traveling, where there's no skip filling, or there's no empty skip emptying. It won't be that hard and it won't be that strenuous on you and your team. Also, plenty of room to stage materials and machines. So if you really want to go ham and do a full construction scene, you absolutely can. And this, even though this is a huge campaign mission, it does allow you some leeway with the fact that it's close to most of the building material dealer, vehicle dealer, gravel plants right there. There's a highway nearby, so you can just go right to the highway if you need to travel off anywhere too quickly. Steel plant's not too far away. It's a pretty easy drive. Let's see. Honestly, this is my first time using the concrete pump cement mixer combo truck only because it's a new machine and I also have typically geared myself towards using the concrete mixer and the concrete pump truck, never the combo truck. It says the machine is empty, but we know that's not true. And I also thought my quick keys were set up for this, but they're not, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Turn this on. Yeah. Okay, my trigger. Hey, there we go. All right. So it's going to require a little bit of moving around because the arm doesn't have that much reach to it. That is the trade-off of having this very efficient machine. It just comes with the territory of having a smaller pump arm. The trade-off is that your cement is directly inside of the vehicle itself instead of switching back and forth like I was doing earlier. You know, one mistake, if the hopper closes, the cement truck's no longer feeding concrete, I'd have to jump out, you know, remove the truck, open the hopper again. It was a time killer. And when you're doing a mission like this, time is definitely of the essence, especially when you're trying to create something for the viewers to enjoy and watch and not get too bored with me jumping back and forth. All right. Get the hang of this as well. Using the joysticks to maneuver the arm of this concrete pump. I do thoroughly enjoy when the concrete pump arm is working the way you want it to. It makes a really nice smooth pour. It's super satisfying. I have all my points set into concrete viscosity, so the cement or the concrete is doing its best to fill up everything here. As you can see, I'm about to run out though, and we're only at 38–40% finished. Now I have my quick keys set up to autofill, but it's not working on the pump truck combo. So let's go to settings real quick and just see if we can get this set up. so that we can utilize our pump truck combo truck here without doing too much of the modifier menu. And you'd think that it was universal, so I'm just going to find out real quick how come it's not working with this truck. Maybe it has to be concrete pump. Yep. Okay. Mixer. Okay. Dumper, loader, excavator, crane, mobile crane, dozer. Where's she at? Concrete pump? No, that's the same. Pour concrete, shoot mixer, asphalt, rotary drill, forklift, telehandler. That's so strange that we have the concrete mixer. Everything you see is set up. Pour concrete is set up. Um, concrete pump is set up, but there's no option for concrete truck mixer combo, so it's not actually utilizing my my hotkeys, my quick keys. So we're just gonna have to do the context menu, and that's okay. I mean, it would be ideal to not have to use context menu, but maybe that's like a little hot fix or something that they can introduce later on, since the issue is probably very unknown until just now. All right, back to work here. I will be doing this campaign again, but with a team of highly efficient construction workers, all of which who have a specialty in either concrete pumping, crane work, material moving, and excavation earthworks. And we'll see how fast we can get it done on high scope together as a well-oiled and efficient machine. You can imagine too, with a team of 4 players doing this contract on high scope, it will be an object of delegating the work out properly, of course, with our specialties, one guy being a specialist in concrete, one guy being specialist in craning work, another guy being a specialist in ferrying material, soil, filling up trucks. It should move. It should operate pretty well. It should operate very effectively. And also the earthworks and such can get banged out real quick with a couple of guys that are really efficient on excavators, myself with bulldozers and wheel loaders. I can't promise it won't take us less than 3 hours to complete, that's for sure. I know that almost unrealistic to assume that a mission of this scope could get done in 3 hours, even with a well-oiled team. But it is possible. We can see what happens. We'll find out as soon as June 6th comes around and everyone has either downloaded or bought the game and gotten their hands on either the Season 2 pass, which allows you to unlock this DLC, or if they just buy the DLC outright. I've heard some sentiment that, there's only a couple people with this sentiment, but I've heard some sentiment that people would rather have a different DLC to play, a different DLC to work on, rather than a stadium. And I think stadium is a very good cornerstone of something bigger. And of course, this is on the EU map only, so if you're going to play this, you have to do it on the EU map. You cannot do this contract on the US map. But if we have the stadium on the EU map, you can guarantee you they're going to try to introduce something for the US map. So what that is, we don't know yet, but we'll find out one day, possibly in season 3, because I know it's not slated right now for season 2. Speculation on our side, we were having a discussion in part 2. Speculation is that it may be um, an American football stadium. Now, would they do the same kind of DLC twice? I don't think so. I know they're not that. They've said that they're not that lazy about things like that. Um, that they wouldn't just repeat something. And at the same time, I don't think it would technically be repeating. It would be different in some aspects, especially with the storyline. This is about a European football, and the architect is actually a football fan. So this is almost like his way of giving back to the community or giving back to his football fandom. In the U.S. map, I could see. Well, we discussed maybe a theme park or something, but we already have something similar to that with the U.S. map, and so I don't believe that we would get a second version of that, a rehashed or a bigger version of that. Some people really want large skyscraper contracts to do. I think the U.S. setting would be perfect for that. Um, Me personally, I don't really care for large skyscraper jobs, but if it does have massive earthworks involved, which I would almost certainly assume that it does, I would be down for it. The other thing is lots and lots of crane work. I don't know, people absolutely love doing crane work, and I know there would be a great deal of concrete work as well. The one thing that I don't enjoy that much is concrete work. But I think a skyscraper would be a likely DLC for the US map, and one that we probably wouldn't see in the European map. This is a fair trade-off since we have this stadium DLC in the European map only. And speaking of region-specific DLCs, Spaceport, as big as that campaign, that whole map is a campaign, and as big as those campaigns were, I could still see maybe a DLC down the road where they add something else, one more gigantic mission, or maybe a few small missions to spice things up and bring people back to the game to play the Spaceport DLC. And that mission, that whole campaign is no joke. It even warns you at the beginning as you're getting ready to play. Please make sure that you understand this is going to be a highly difficult, a very difficult campaign map. And people who played or people who have done solo campaigns on that map just deserve a medal or something. They deserve a DLC key or at least, at the very least, pat on the back directly from the developers. Because goodness gracious, the people who have done those jobs on high scope solo, it's taken them upwards of 36 hours just to complete the earthworks alone. And I know sometimes that could just be because of the realism. They're taking their time. They could be not auto dumping. There's that 1% again, guys. There's that 1% that always gets me. There's 1% somewhere around here. We're gonna find it. Um, but I could see those same people who did the Spaceport DLC on high scope solo doing this European map or this European DLC on high scope solo as well. Just wouldn't put it past them. They're diehard fans. They're extremely dedicated to the craft and most likely very good at keeping a sense of realism in the game. I'm a little bummed that I can't use my quick keys. I'm gonna jump out of this. Yeah, let's move them. Okay. Oh, what do you mean? My components are okay. Thank goodness for that easy backspace button there to switch components real quick. All right. So far, I'm liking the concrete mixer pump truck. We are going to have to take these guys back to the dealer, and they're running low on maintenance and on gas. So if you're someone who's trying to upgrade your levels for your company, please note that you're going to rent a bunch of vehicles and run them down to the ground like I'm doing right now. Let's see, I know there's a gas station nearby. You can run them down to the ground, but do not bring a maintenance vehicle because it will not count towards your upgrade levels. If you do that, if you use a maintenance vehicle to repair or refuel your vehicles at the stadium specifically as a way to get those upgrade levels, it will not count. So just be aware of that. Don't uh, don't use a maintenance truck vehicle unless you've already reached the last milestone you need in terms of repair and refueling for your last level in the company. Hey, you're just gonna keep going, huh? It is, however, a gas station right down the street from the stadium. So this would be a great way for you to get those upgrade levels that you require, or those repair and refuel levels that you require to get your upgrade level. Not too far away. All right, let's see how much this is going to cost me. Okay, 18,000. What? And refuel? It's nearly $800 in gas. Okay, let's go ahead and park her over here. Because we're not going to use her anymore, I don't believe. I don't think there's any more need for us to use her. Although, I I will highly likely need her one more time. I really do think that's going to be necessary because of the the level that the concrete's going to be needed. I believe there's going to be more levels to that concrete that are just going to be needed. You see those quick keys, man, those come in handy. Without having to open the context menu, I can drop or, you know, put back the concrete chute. I can turn my concrete on and off. If I want to just pour concrete down the road, there's no reason for me to open the context menu with quick keys. And unfortunately, the very efficient little concrete truck with pump, the quick keys are not operating the way that I would like them to. So we're just going to have to use context menu, and that's okay because I know there's some players out there who don't have the oh no, they don't have the opportunity to use quick keys like I'm using. Thank you. Wow. Wow, great. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate to traffic right there. If you're gonna turn out of that lane, get in that lane ahead of time, buddy. Don't wait. Jeez, oh Pete's. That is highly accurate. So real world driving. All right. Now this one's not so bad, surprisingly. I was expecting a lot more repairs, but barely used it. All right. These guys are going to be on standby. I'm still going to be taking recurring rental fees or rental penalties for having these vehicles out, but the maintenance wear will not resume. So at least we have that. Let's see what other vehicles we have over here that need to be taken care of. excavated big time. Oh, the crane. I'm going to drive the crane a little bit more, but this one I'm not going to use. We found out in the last two parts that this crane actually is as strong as it is, does have some slight drawbacks, and one of those drawbacks is its reach is limited. Its reach is about the same as the 1060, and even though this has the strength of the 1300, this does not have the same reach. So we may have to get the leap year 1300 out just so that we can have the proper reach that we need for this campaign. It's been a learning journey as well. I do like the design of this crane though. I think it's pretty cool looking. Let me in. Oh, please. Okay. Got pretty lucky on that one. Let's see if we have any more, any more, any more. Okay, thank goodness. After watching and wondering, yes, track IR is enabled. I do not have track IR. I would love to get it one day. I would love to use it. But for now, I'm just happy to have some time to actually stream and actually get some time behind the wheel. $600 in gas, 17,000 in machine repair. Holy moly! Holy moly! I think we're gonna return this guy. We're not gonna continue taking rental fees, but I'm gonna wait because we may need to load something at the lumber mill, and at least this guy's close by the lumber mill now. Let's check other vehicles. Lots and lots of crane work coming up, so we'll probably use a tower crane, that's for sure. I do like using the tower cranes. Everything else is pretty good. All right, so we'll get on over to the telehandler, one of my favorite machines to use. Also, another great update recent in the leap year pack. And I'm using the JCB right now, so that's irrelevant. Let's see what we got going on right now. We got to unpack materials, and we also have to stack up some materials. So got some more materials to unpack real quick. Let's get these unpacked. Parkour. Looks like we have two spots. Scaffolding. Okay, scaffolding. I wonder if the JCB can handle scaffolding. This magic concrete. Okay. Oh, we gotta move this guy out of the way. All right. Wonder why. Whatever the reason, I'm not mad about it. I love using the wheel loader. Anytime I get to use a wheel loader. Ah, I see. Okay. So concrete beams next, and these are for the stadium stairs or the stadium seats. Yeah, I would mess around a little bit, maybe use the JCB to put these in place, but as much as I think it would be fun and just probably would not be efficient, really. I like how right now my webcam has me as in the cockpit of the excavator, a pseudo cockpit. This machine, I can't imagine. We're gonna have rental fee or repair fees for every vehicle that I've gotten rented out and that I've been using. And like I said, at the end of this, I want to see my finances from material purchases to machine rental to repair costs to fuel costs, get a full breakdown of everything that we've spent and what we've made. Of course, this campaign will make you tons of money. If you feel short on cash, don't worry. You do this campaign and you'll be strapped. You won't even know how to spend it all. For myself, I'm just kind of doing this in a way, just have fun with it. Can't see over my shoulder. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use a tower crane for sure. Mobile crane might be quick, but I'm going to argue that the tower crane is going to just be faster. I think with its reach and I think with this reach for sure, it's going to be the most crucial. And we're definitely going to use this guy here. I just feel like he's got a much better view, less blind spots, and probably a good amount of reach too. Find out in a second. Scaffolding, that's what's needed now. So we're going to have to grab scaffolding and let's see. It does have the spots for forks to go in. The only problem is that I've loaded material in front, so we're going to have to move some of this material out of the way before we get to it. What in the world are you talking about? What is in the way? I'm in the way? I'm holding material, buddy. Let's try this. Let's see. Maybe I need to be spot on. Be absolutely. That's as spot on as I can get. There we go. Okay. Okay. You might ask yourself, if you're not familiar, why is he driving with the forks so high in the sky? Well, before I tell you, turn on the flashers, I need to be able to see over here. And if I have the arm down, can't really see anything. It's a big blind spot. So I lift this up. Now I can see my mirrors. I can see what's going on around me. All right, we need to move that concrete forms out of the way. Come on, come on. We got one more pallet of concrete forms in the way before we can get to the other scaffolding pieces over there. And then once those are set in place, ooh, that's gonna be a tricky one too. You see the way it's kind of Tetrised in there. Oh, it's gonna cause a little bit of an issue. Come on, let me get in there. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Nothing's perfect. That certainly is the case too with some of the way the materials handle inside the material zone, as well as the way the JCB or any telehandler really handles picking them out of that area. But you can find a way to make it work for you. You can find a way to make it work. You just got to be patient. Oh, come on. Wait. All right, so that's not going to work. Just set it down right here. All that good. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and grab our scaffolding. Material organization is going to be super important as well. I believe that when we have our team together to do this on high scope, we're gonna have one guy, like I said, who's going to be specialized in material loading, floating, crane operating, things as such, because we will need a efficient way to load and move material instead of having it here auto-loaded in this zone like this. We're going to want it on a trailer. We're going to want everything organized so that when we need it, we can grab it without having to fight. All right. Now those parts are finished. Now we just got to put the concrete beams in, and after that will be the staircases. Gotta move him out of the way. Put this guy right over here. All right. I would love to see, and I thought that I did see this, but I guess I was seeing things. I would love to see some lights on these tower cranes. Even if the red flashing lights, at night, that would be so cool. Ooh. What if we were just out of reach? Wouldn't that be miserable? Operating a crane in cab view is one of my favorite things to do. It's one reason I like using the tower crane. It's pretty easy, especially this Sony one. This Sony one's got the best interior cab view with the least obstructions. How's it going, Wranglosaurus? Thanks for joining the stream, buddy. If this was out, I would absolutely have you as one of my team members. I'm not sure what you specialize in, but I assume it's everything. The stadium, well, if you've seen from episode 1 to 2 and episode 3, where I pretty much threw in the hat right as we got to the concrete mixing, uh, it's been pretty rough. I mean, it's a learning experience for sure, and if you're watching the streams, then you'll see what to do and what not to do, and what to expect as well. So if you watch these streams, you can get a almost a play-by-play and strategize how you're going to approach this DLC campaign on your own time. And if you are crazy enough to do this on solo high scope, which I certainly am not, you will already kind of have an idea of what to expect. Even though this is done on low scope so that we have efficient timing, we're not spending 16 hours on one task, you can still get an idea of what to expect. Concrete, materials, all that sort. Also, material or machine placement too can really come in handy in that case, because you can know where to move your vehicles ahead of time, what to expect, what's coming next. It'd be a great co-stream for sure if we stream together on this. So imagine everything I'm doing on low scope and multiply that by 3 at least. And then also know that anytime there is a 1% left, that's probably the hardest part, is like playing on high scope requires you to 100% everything. And if, God forbid, something's not registering, something's not clicking, something's just not fitting right, you're either stuck with spending hours trying to figure out where that 1% is missing, or you're forced to just skip the task. And if you're a completionist and you're mad about that kind of stuff, uh, it will drive you a little crazy. But medium scope, I feel like, is a healthy place to play the game if you're playing with a team and you don't want to spend a long time doing it. Not that playing this game for a long period is bad, but I can see that you'll burn yourself out. This game is so relaxing, you'll actually end up making yourself tired. And it is kind of a job to play this game because you're playing a game that is based on work. It's the exciting part is just building something with your friends. If you're doing it solo on high scope, man, God bless you. This is such a like low blood pressure game. If I need to like do something cathartic, I'll come on here and just get my construction grind down. Let's see. Are we right out of? Oh, thank goodness! Could you imagine if I was just out of range of that last piece? There we go. This is moving right along. Again, I think the tower crane is probably one of the best machines to use. If you've never been on the European map yet, that's wild. So the European map, just like the US map, has region-specific campaigns, and some of them are actually a very interesting look at how things operate in the European market and business world compared to the US market and business world. The landscape is different. I don't know if the traffic is different. I haven't really looked at that far into it. Yeah, I noticed that you, Wrangler, also did the spaceport on high scope, and in fact, you have a catalog of streams and videos, episodes, I should say, of you completing these missions, either alone or with your crew members. And as far as I know, it's up to like 60 plus episodes. And that says a lot about how difficult it is to do a high scope campaign on Construction Simulator. It's certainly not a walk in the park. All right, so we got columns. Oh, we got poor columns. Okay. What's interesting about this campaign here, from what I'm understanding right now, and I'm seeing it as I'm going through, as much as this is going to be the same kind of job as the other in part two, um, there's some variables, there's some differences here. This is a little bit different than the last one, and I'm kind of liking that. It's not like I'm playing the same campaign mission twice. All right, so we know the reach is limited to this machine, so we're just going to have to get close to build these pillars. And luckily for us, it doesn't take too much to stabilize this machine. In fact, when I hit my stabilize button, that's it. We're stabilized. We're good to go. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, okay. Let's make sure that the ground is level. How about now? There we go. Kind of a cool machine, really. I wonder if we'll get a bigger one. Spaceport's coming episode 73. Wow, that's a lot of episodes. That is a hell of a lot of episodes. Have you found all of the little rockets too? I remember when I was playtesting the spaceport, I found 18 on my first run through, and I was determined that the other ones must have been hidden somewhere in in some kind of a campaign, or I just couldn't find them. But I understand that people have found all 20 of them. I'm wondering, have you found all 20 of the little rockets on the spaceport DLC? I feel like the seventh one. There we go. Okay. Oh, the concrete pump dance. Anyone that's skilled with the concrete pump, I just let you take it over. Yeah, some of them the ones that I found in the sky were easy enough. I even found some in some of the areas like such as the beach. I just wasn't able to find the last two, and I would really have to go through a whole checklist. I know one of them was on like a satellite dish. I even used the 1300 crane and set it up and reached the arm out as high as I could go, and then pulled up the flatbed truck and jumped on the back of the flatbed truck to jump on top of the crane to run up the crane arm to get that one missile or that one rocket because I just knew that it was a campaign mission. And in the small amount of time that I was testing or pre-playing the game, I knew I wouldn't be able to get all those campaigns done and find all 20 rockets before the game or the new DLC was released. I even tried, I think there's one over at the beginning where you first start. It's like over there on the building that you can't pass. It's over by the benches in the lunch area or the break area, the outside break area. And I thought for sure that when you do the final campaign mission, that area unlocks because you can't get inside of it. I thought that for sure would unlock. That's not the case. Oh boy, this is a lot. This is a lot. So we're gonna have to stabilize and just like an elephant, take one bite at a time. Here we go. From the back to the front. Oh, there's more of it too. Okay. We are at, okay. I believe with a crew of 4, I will definitely be considering that all of us have a pump truck to do these concrete missions, especially with a high scope mission on the horizon. And we'll just quadrant off these jobs in sections of 4. That way we can get it done faster. For those of you who love concrete, I salute you. For those of you about to rock, I also salute you. I believe this is going to get me used to using the concrete pump with arm, and then maybe concrete pouring won't be so painful for me, but right now, it's like learning to walk, and I have giraffe legs. Let's see how far we can get this bad boy to reach. We get it all the way. And that's as far as we're going to be able to go. So we'll start there. Ah! What do you mean it's empty? What do you mean? I got a full tank. Uh-oh. Lies. Lies, Manelli. It's forever closed off. That's a shame. Okay. Wow. Did do a pretty good job. Wow. Okay. Concrete viscosity on level 3 is actually very good, and I think I said this before, very good for filling up these walls. Not so much for like, not so much for floors, although it does do a good job with floors. Your concrete goes a little bit further, but for the walls, you can see I got a pretty far reach. Just holding it down. We're empty. Fill her up, and then we got to go back here, turn it on. Yeah. Get that corner over there. So Wrangler, what is one of your proficiencies? I mean, do you prefer concrete work, or are you more of an earthworks guy, more of a wear guy? You just like to move material around. It's storming out right now. You lucky dog. I would love to have a nice storm right now, and just I probably would be streaming if there was storming right now. I probably would just cozy up with a hot cocoa or a coffee and a book, do some writing, or maybe even play some CS4 on the mobile since that doesn't require internet. Just complete some of the campaign missions on that new game, mobile and Nintendo Switch. If you played CS4, you'll notice it's got some similarities, of course, to its predecessors, CS2 and CS3, but graphics are incredible. And if you're lucky enough to have a Nintendo Switch, you can play it now, multiplayer mode, with some other friends that have Switch devices as well. If you're on the iPhone or Android, and your machine is good enough to run the multiplayer, because I've run into some issues with multiplayer and older devices. If you're living in the same building, you have the same Wi-Fi, you guys can play together as well. So I think that's cool for siblings and such who maybe have the game, or even father-son duo, father-daughter duo, mother-son, mother-daughter playing Construction Simulator together. It's really cool. And the multiplayer doesn't require you to own the machines. It just gives you the machines you need for the job to get the job done. And there's no cash involved either, so you can fast travel all you need. You can buy all the cement that you need. It's very much just a relaxed version of Construction Simulator. Yeah, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, since I have the concrete viscosity and we're on low scope. The only obstacle I'm facing is myself. That is, got I've just got to get the hang of using the concrete pump. That's it. That's all there is to it. And I finally have it set up too, so it feels intuitive. It reminds me of the controls from the CS14, CS2, CS3. It just takes a little while to get that muscle memory in, make it all click. Once it does, it's highly satisfying to pour concrete, but right now it's a painful experience for me. So 69, 69, can we get 70? No. Okay. All right, we got almost 70% just on the first run over there, so let's go ahead and back up and get to the second half of this job site. Get to it, buddy. I look forward to running a game with you, Wrangler. I know we've been trying to catch each other and I've been super busy, which, by the way, I will be at SpaceCon on June, I think it's June 19th. I'll be at SpaceCon in Melbourne. So if you want to come and see me at SpaceCon, come and see me. Oh, I gotta remember to do that. I'd argue that this is, even though I still have to, go through these extra steps, it's still a lot faster than using the separate cement truck and separate pump truck. Oh, that dastardly 1%. It always gets me, even on easy scope. Low scope, it still gets me. Look at that. How about that? How's that? There you go. Okay, what's next? Got some materials to unpack. I think eventually we also have to get wall forms. cement truck is going to have to go over here just to be out of the way, because I believe once we unpack the scaffolding, it's going to require us to do some more crane lifting. Find out in just a second. Okay, scaffolding's up. Okay, see the components. Oh, they're buried in here too. A lot of them. Wow. Okay. Will it be faster to use the crane over the telehandler? Are you kidding me? Of course. Of course it is. But how often do you get a job where you get to run the telehandler like this? And run it I will. Will reiterate the significance of having a team. I would certainly have one guy running the crane right now and just picking up the elements, putting them in place, and then another guy would be running the telehandler for sure, probably myself, and just moving the elements or moving pieces out of the way, just to get it moving, just to have a busy work site. And this is on low scope, so there's probably a lot more elements needed. There's probably a lot more other tasks to do besides what I'm doing right now. So I can definitely keep a team busy, keep a work site really active. A couple of them buried back there, huh? Just poor project planning. That's all my fault. I had this material delivered to us, and if I would have a team, we would definitely have, we'd probably have a couple of pallets or a couple different trucks loaded with material. One would probably solely just be these uh, these ceiling components. One would probably solely be metal elements and cement. One would probably just solely be picking up the metal frames and other specialty construction material from specialty vendors. Got a couple more to place there. I don't know who likes a telehandler more, me or you. I would argue I do. If you think differently, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Tell me, what's your favorite telehandler? The Kramer, the GCB, or the Liebherr? That one's going to be a little tricky, huh? Should be able to get it out of there, though. Too much fuss. Come on. Come on! So without too much fuss, I guess I was wrong about that. Where there's a will, there's a way. Also, when there's a will, there's a bill. Yeah, don't sweat it too much when the machine catches like that. Just figure it out. There's always a solution. Nothing's perfect, so you got to find a way to make it work with you. Don't fight it too much. I wonder what that says. Mystery metal? I know we got magic cement or magic concrete, but does this say mystery metal on it? I'm wondering now. There are some little like Easter eggs and there's little jokes or references throughout CS22. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you should find out. So we got a couple more things of concrete, or a couple more things of metal frame back there, unless that was rebar. If it's rebar, then we certainly have some more concrete to pour. Of course, everyone knows preemptively if you start seeing ceiling elements or ceiling components being put down, the next thing is going to be more concrete. And I am so scared to find out that our little pump truck cannot do it. If the pump truck cannot reach where these ceiling elements are going, I'm just going to have to get out the big yellow pump truck and bring back the other Man TGX with Lee Beater mixer on the back. We got one more. Please don't tell me I didn't buy enough material. Or what if it's buried back there? Oh God. If it's buried, if it's indeed buried, I've had my fill of telehandler, so if it is indeed buried, then we'll just use the crane to get it out. Spare you guys that. I think that's what I seen back there too. I was under the impression that that was actually rebar. I believe now I know that that is ceiling components. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, they're buried back there. Okay. There's no really, oh, I cannot get to those because of the metal beams or the cement beams we have, so I'm gonna have to use a crane anyways. Fair play. All right. And as you can see inside this cockpit view, it's just incredible what you can see. Not too many blind spots except for that bar right there, right across the top. Even then, just barely. I mean, it's just barely in the way. Now I've tested tracking, eye tracking, and other features on this game, and you can actually, with eye tracking, kind of look over the beams. It's pretty cool. You can look around the obstacles inside the cabs. The only downfall is it doesn't work too well inside some of the machines. Your head kind of pops out of the top if you're not calibrated correctly. If you move up, sit back, you're pretty much cemented in one place. All right, let's get these placed. I'm so pro. So pro. Challenge you to outdo me. Challenge you to outdo me, Construction Simulator. No, I will not face you in high scope construction build off. No way. Not unless it's teams. That would be so long. Oh my goodness, that would be so long. This game is more or less, I mean, the long missions definitely for people who just want to chillax and maybe expand the amount of time they're playing one single campaign over a period of days or even weeks. I play short bursts. I do love the game. I do love to enjoy the game. I don't want to turn it into a chore. Playing on high scope to me is just too much. And I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to have high scope, medium scope, and low scope so that we do have the choice. If we really want to drag out a campaign, we can. If we really want to drag out a mission, we can. If we don't, if we just want to do partial, then we can. It's so good to have that option. This looks like a lot of cement. I don't know if that pump truck's going to be up for it. I know we still have wall forms to set as well. Go with the scaffolding first. Pretty sure we have prefab walls to set. If I was looking at the job list correctly, it's quite a bit of prefab walls. bad you can't manually crawl up and down the crane, the tower crane that is. It would be kind of interesting to do that. Although in real life, that would be kind of nerve-wracking, especially if you're afraid of heights. One blind spot there. Let's try to get that blind spot out of the way. Place this one down there. So we have two blind spots. I didn't even see that blind spot. It was so blind I didn't even see it. Wow. Oh, buddy. Oh, no, no. That's not where I want it. Appreciate the offer. There we go. Nope. Okay, there we go. Alright, two more. We're on to the next phase, which is going to be concrete. I pray not much more concrete after that, although looking at this, that should be the last of the concrete. Should be the last of it if we do this. I don't know if it'll be much more. Maybe filling in pylons, but I doubt. I think this is going to be it for the concrete. And if that's the case, I am a happy camper. Bring it on. Gotcha. Hey, how's it going, Andres? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you. I know this is probably painful to watch, but you're going to see me do some concrete pouring in a second. Just brace yourself. Make sure you have good health insurance, probably a life insurance policy. Make sure your will and testaments have been made, and pray for the best. What do we gotta do here? We gotta pour slab. What else? It's asking something else over here. Oh, that's so much! That's way more than I thought. Oh, God. That's a lot. Alright, that's a lot, and that's what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and jump into our pump mixer truck. We'll get cracking on it. We have to. Nothing else about it. Start right here. Should be close enough, yeah. Good deal. Okay. Quick keys aren't working, so we're gonna have to use the context menu. Nothing wrong with that. I think we're just filling in this side, yeah? Okay, we're gonna do the old-fashioned way, which is just taking a crescent and then filling in that crescent and seeing how much of that gives us on percentage so that we can move on to the next stage. I really want to see this stadium coming together, and I want to spend too much time on the finer details with high scope, you spend a lot of time on the finer details of a job. Of course, with a high scope comes a good team, and that's exactly what I would want in the case that we do this on high scope. It's going to have to be good team, just a lot of efficiency, communication, teamwork. Everyone's going to have one specific thing that they do best, and they will pretty much lead the way in that task there. It won't be just one person doing it. We'll all be doing it equally together, but and one person who's expert at it or one person who specializes in it will take the lead on that task or that part of the mission. Having having like one crane operate on the job site to me is a no-go. We need at least two cranes operating and at least one tower crane in the vicinity, at least on the site, just for ease of transport, placing materials and such. I know people really prefer using the mobile cranes, and if I'm running an operation where there's 3 people running cranes and 2 of them are mobile cranes, the tower crane is going to have to be aware of those mobile cranes, and the mobile cranes too just need to be aware as well of their tower crane counterpart and just be aware where their booms are running. It'll take a lot of teamwork and communication, that's for sure. Concrete pumps, same thing. You have 2 concrete pumps running at all times. I think that would be sufficient. And then one guy running either concrete trucks, just filling them up, or we have 3 of the concrete trucks with pumps, and one guy operating the crane with bucket should be able to bang out all the concrete really quickly on high scope. Since the concrete trucks with pumps have very limited reach, I don't believe that a tower crane with a cement bucket is going to get in the way too much, especially when the team is communicating and they all have their own sector that they're working in. We'll see how it works. I'm curious to see. I want to get my team together. I've got a couple of guys in mind, and we'll get our team together, and we'll be the greatest construction crew you've ever seen on live stream. And if you want a challenge, I would challenge you to get a crew together and see how fast you can complete these campaigns on high scope with your crew. We're only at 33%. We've only got this one corner over here finished. To me, that's not a good sign. There's a lot of concrete. We'll see what we get when we finish this. We're going to have to move up. Eventually, we're going to have to move up, get the other corner over there. I think we also have to pour on that other side. Empty her out. Okay, she's still going. All right, there we go. Now she's empty. All right. Back to. Get the sense it's like the Spider-Man pump truck. It just looks like Spider-Man theme with red and blue. You guys seen enough of my face, but since there's a lot of this concrete pouring, there's a lot of this crane work, I really want you guys to see the game, so I'm going to switch it real quick over to our the game and not my wonder. So we're at 46% on that side. That was with one corner of it, so we'll get working on the other side over here. Let's see, right here should be good. Only drawback of this machine is its limited reach. Other than that, it's pretty useful. Oh, son of a gun. Without the quick keys, man, I just keep forgetting. Now let's see what else. Just squeeze out the rest of this, whatever's left in the canister there. All right. Guys, I think I'm getting the hang of this concrete pumper. I don't know. I'd speak too soon. There's 79%. 80? Can we get 80? Oh, come on. We could have gotten 80. See if we can get 80 just by going over this edge. Make it just 80. on, concrete. Oh, come on. Viscosity should be kicking in right now. We got 80%. That's good. We're going to try to use the concrete viscosity to its maximum benefit here. Man, it's slow going on that percentage too. We're stuck at 80 for a while. Come on. 81. I was really hoping that we were at 83 by now at least. This will be getting there eventually. This concrete job is about done. 83%. Oh, I feel like that. Not even. No cap. You're lying to me. Come on. So we still have not the best job. That's definitely certainly patchy. This one spot right here. I feel like if I park, maybe if I park the truck facing forward, right here in the center, we'll get a little bit more reach. Although it is, this is definitely theory that I'm testing right now. Did we stabilize? Stabilized? Okay, good. Cool. Start pouring. Okay, that's our reach. That's it. That's as far as we can go. Now it's time to just let concrete viscosity do its job. Pray that this gets us all the way to 100%. Five. If we're down by 1% when I'm done with this, it will be because I didn't hit that 83% before we started this next part. We're moving along pretty good so far. Just don't think it's going to be enough. Almost at 90. It's going to come really, really close. Yeah, that's a stretch right there. I'm really trying to eke out the rest of that concrete viscosity by doing this. I don't know. Guys, we might have hit the 1% gang again. I got a strong feeling about it. This best we can. %. So close. 26. Oh god. Just fill this up, get it over with. I think we're at the 1%, guys. Could even be at 2 or 3% off. Yep. There were some patches around here we could fill up. Yep, this much. Oh, we get some more percentages there, okay. There's still hope then. There's still hope. There's some spots that can be filled in here. You know, I've seen a bunch over here. It's a really patchy job. Wow. Oh no, it's not giving us enough, guys. It's just not giving us enough. As much as I want to continue doing that, it's just gonna be a waste of time. Let's get repositioned. Maybe there's some more that can be poured over there. Just get repositioned and get this last 3% banged out. It's really the only downside of this concrete pump. It's it's capable, but also incapable. It's capable to make things easier for you, but it lacks in range, but it makes up for in quality of life, ease of use. This should be enough to get us to that percent. That should be more than enough to finish off this part of the time. Oh god, I forgot again. Need to turn pouring on. Okay. 98. Oh, don't tell me. Not the 1% again. Come on. No. Please. Please show mercy. Oh man. Oh man. No way. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Come on. Come on. No way. Alright. Now we're going to beg that somewhere around here there's a spot that can be filled in. Get us that last percentage. That's brutal, guys. That's so brutal. Yes! Oh god, we got it. Okay. Alright, there we go. So this is where we have to place those prefab walls. I think we have to pick them up from the timber. So prefab wall element timber, I believe they've got to be at the timber factory then, which fortunately for us is actually right down the road, not too far away, where I also had placed the crane. The flatbed truck is not too far away from that position as well, so we'll just drive her right over there and pick them up if we need to. Let's go ahead and give her a break. We also need to place the pallet of metal elements. All right. Got a couple of the metal elements points. Oh, three of them. Perfect. That's what we needed. At this point, I would definitely have one of my drivers taking the flatbed truck over to the lumber yard, pick up the prefab walls. Unfortunately, this is a solo venture today. Tomorrow, the DLC releases, and Bet Your Bottom we team together and crack this job away with a good team. No, I don't think I would be driving this at 38 kilometers an hour on a construction site for real, but for time's sake, why not? And it looks cool. This machine is excellent. I love this little JCB telehandler. The Liebherr one equally is good. Uh-oh, we're not lined up. Let's not drop that. Do not do that to yourself. Line up. Cockpit view is probably the best view to be in when you're operating machinery, not just for immersion purposes, but also so that you know where you're putting things. As much as I do love this view, I love seeing third person, I love seeing the machine in action. It is still 100% more accurate when you're in cab view to see what you're doing. I love that the mirrors work with great. All right, that's done. Go ahead and get let's go ahead and get the rest of our materials. That means we're going to jump into the rented truck we got over there. You'll be wondering why I've got this maintenance vehicle sitting there, I was under the assumption that you could use the maintenance vehicle to repair your vehicles, refuel your vehicles, and then have that count towards your upgrade levels. That is not the case. Do not make that mistake. You want your upgrade levels from the repair costs and the refueling costs. You need to do it at the gas station, not with the maintenance vehicle. I wonder what's going to go up there. That looks like a parking garage. Oh, it's a part of the arena. Well, what's going there then? Interesting. If there is no lumber walls here, I will be kind of upset. I will be so upset. This mission really gives you kind of everything you need nearby. Gravel plants nearby, the sawmills nearby. Let's see. Nothing for you, huh? Shows it. What are you talking about? Okay, if that's the case, then there's something wrong here. Let's go ahead and jump into our tower crane. Just take a look real quick. I was under the assumption that these wall forms would be there. Maybe they're pre-purchased. Yeah. Let's see. They're not here, so they definitely got to be over there. I don't remember purchasing them either, so yeah, no. Number of parts. Huh, why? Strange. I know I didn't see any of the... Almost done recording, Wrangler. What are you working on, buddy? What you working on? You know, timber walls, I would assume, are at the timber wall factory, yeah? So... where are they? What if they're not actually here? What if they're just the steel factory or something? What if they're located somewhere else? If we take a look at the contract, tell us? Panels, yeah. Wall factory. Oh, the wall factory. Well, guys, Bozo of the Day award goes to me. Where's the wall factory at? Oh, way over there. Okay, it looks like we're going for a ride, guys. We're gonna have to hop on the highway and scoot all the way into town. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's my fault for assuming that the prefab timber walls were at the timber factory. Silly goose. Okay. For time's sake, I would most certainly time travel there, or fast travel, and then fast travel back material. I don't think you guys are here to watch me drive around town, especially on a long trek like that. That's a heck of a drive. Not that it's not a beautiful drive, it's certainly going to be scenic, but my God. To go all the way to town. We're taking the highway there. Okay, so we got to turn this way. We're going all the way to town. I was praying that I was over here at the timber factory. Speed limit is an option in this case. And even that guy is still passing me. I'm in the fast lane right now. This overpass that we're going under is actually one of the tasks that we did. I just can't believe these timber walls are at a... It makes sense. They're at a wall factory. Come on. It makes sense. They're just still in denial. To get downtown, I'm gonna say go this way. We clear? I don't know. Probably the most courteous drivers I've seen. They all stop, they yield, they use turn signals sometimes. And meanwhile, I just do a rolling stop right through. Okay, so we have to find our way to Law Factory, which is downtown somewhere. Oh man, I just knew he was gonna. Oh, look how beautiful this European town is, though. I mean, it's a trek. It's worth it. We're going around you, guy. I'm so sorry. We're going right around you. And you too. We go right around. You know what? We had to go over the bridge, didn't we? We should not have gone down through the residential area. Son of a gun. Okay, so I think the wall factory is this way. Keen sense of direction's got us a little bit lost there. Yeah, that's the bridge we're supposed to go over. And then the wall factory's in that area. Going around again. Yes, we should have never gotten off the highway here. Oh, God, this is a rental. That's a rental, guys. All right, that's I got close enough. Yeah, I knew I had to go over this bridge, and then right here's the wall factory. So let's just go ahead and get there before we cause any more pedestrian damage and get this stuff purchased so we can be on our way to finishing this contract. 7 package. Holy. What? Oh, what? No, no suitable. What are you talking about? Where are these things? What are they? No suitable space to load the package? Oh, God. How many trips are we talking here, guys? And 16 wall forms is a lot. Where did you put it? Where did it go? Where did she load? Did she put them on the roof? She put them somewhere, but not in the back of my truck, that's for sure. Oh, maybe I need to back my truck in here like old days. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, I like that. I like that. It brings me back to CS15. Okay, right. Please let me. Oh, shoot. Wow. Oof. So, yeah, teamwork is going to make the dream work on this one, guys. You're going to need all four of you to drive down to the wall factory for this part and grab yourself two of these wall frames each. That is going to be the way to do it because doing it solo and driving back and forth is going to take a lot of time. You can most certainly do that solo, and you can most certainly drive back and forth. In fact, even if you wanted to, you could probably have 4 or 5 trucks parked there, preload them, and just jump back and forth. But for the sake of your time and the sake of my time, we're just going to get these dropped off as fast as possible. Holy moly. Yeah, this is a huge team contract all day long. I really do like the fact that it's heavily team oriented. Set it down. And I did manage to give myself the best blind spot. As much as this vehicle, this crane right here allows you to have pretty open view, I made sure to park the truck right where I can't see anything. Oh my goodness. This, this is gonna be, this is gonna be a great mission to do, a great campaign to do with a dedicated team of skilled workers, all of you guys doing it together. Someone who does it solo, I guarantee you it's going to take you like a week to do it alone. On high scope, absolutely. It's been quite the learning experience for me, though. I do appreciate that part. just to do it. All right. So since that's where we spawn in as a quick travel, let's see if that's an ideal location for someone who's using the crane and is sitting in cockpit view. Ah, pretty good. Yeah, it's a decent spot. One thing we used to do is we would take these kind of wall forms and place them inside the construction site wherever we felt that they were going to be most needed. But I know that we also had to remove the wall form holders afterwards. And since I'm doing this solo, I can't imagine that that will be ideal. Also, let's at least make it so that we can grab these things inside cockpit view, not give ourselves blind spots on purpose. Why I would put that one way over there like that, don't know. Just kind of set them all right here, right in the front. We could even set them on the opposite side of the construction site, closest to where their location is going to be set. Any one of those of you watching, of course, any of the past streams as well of this mission, this is going to be an excellent learning opportunity for you just to see where best strategically to place your materials, your vehicles, what to bring. And if you got a good crew with you, I would love to see you guys doing this mission on high scope and doing it as fast and effectively as you possibly can. We got two more trips, which just means 4 more loading screens. That's something I really wanted to do, but it's going to be a lot faster than me driving all the way there and probably injuring and maiming innocent bystanders and anyone on the road with my driving skills. Bummer we don't have... What? What? What are you talking about? Okay. All right, one more trip it is. So it's 4 trips, so definitely going to need a team of 4. That's just how it is. You're going to need a team of 4, and all 4 of you are going to have a truck with a green trailer, and you're going to have to ferry the material all in one shot. So that's cool. I really look forward to doing that. Although this is on low scope, so I don't know if it's going to be more intense. Maybe it'll require like 32, so it'll be 4 of you guys both doing 2 trips each to get all the material. Either way, teamwork will make the dream work on this one, guys. Not only is this going to be a lot of fun to play with a crew, it's going to be a lot of fun to... It'll be very rewarding to finish it and see it finished, because it's actually a beautiful piece of land, a beautiful landmark in this game. And if you haven't started the European map yet, it's a good reason to start one. Alright, we got one more trip to do before we can start the train work. onto our truck real quick. And let's just do one more fast travel. I know some of you guys probably cringe at fast traveling. Personally, when you're playing with me on a multiplayer game, if you want to fast travel, go ahead fast travel. If you want to drive, go ahead drive. For the sake of your time and my time, like I said, we're just going to fast travel because it's just going to be a lot less painful to say that for everyone involved. All right, give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. We're all done there. Last one. I didn't put too much wear on the vehicle either because of the fast traveling, although it would be a nice trade-off since fast traveling is so convenient to also penalize your vehicles with gas consumption and vehicle wear whenever you do fast traveling. I would love to do this together with you, Wrangler. We got a other couple guys that are really good. Tanner being another one. I'm not sure who my crew will be. I know that I have my putts around crew. We like to just have fun, mess around and stuff. But I am looking for a good crew to do some streams with and get these jobs done much faster, just for viewers' sake. And also, I just want to see all the campaigns finished and the world built up. There are some campaigns like the Marina that have some stages that look like a lot of fun to do, and on high scope too. Alright, so go ahead and unlock these. Oh, what are you doing? We go around and unlock all of these now. He's giving them the thumb of approval. Okay. Couple more here. That's it. That's all of them. Okay. Okay. I got a couple of blind spots here, but not too bad. Just going all the way over there. Okay. Did manage to pick the first one, and the first one is the furthest away. Good deal. We'll get the furthest one out of the way first. Alright, what's next? Let's grab another one of these. I wonder if I'm going to have to transport all of these frames off the site too. Oh god. That is where we'll have a truck driver who's dedicated to doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, we'll have each one of our crew members will specialize in one specific thing. They'll be good at everything. Granted, I'm not good at everything, but I will be good at something. They'll be good at everything, but they'll have one specialty that they'll mainly do. Mainly concrete, mainly crane work, mainly, wherry, moving vehicles around, mainly excavator. but we will all be assisting each other together collectively to get these jobs done. Where's this one? Gives us an option. We've got three options, four options. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this wall over there. Okay, you'll do the trucking wrangler. Do you like trucking? If Wranglerosaurus Rex is our trucker, then we are in good hands. By the way, he's also a content creator for Construction Simulator. If you do not know, go ahead and check out his channel. He's actually a little bit more consistent than I am. I say a little bit. He's far more consistent than I am. And he's got videos posted almost every single week. He's been categorizing or cataloging his adventures building the Spaceport DLC, which is a massive DLC. It's its own map. It's so big. And the jobs are nothing to shake a stick at. Let's see, where's our blind spot at? Where's this piece going? I don't see it. I don't see where this is supposed to go. Okay. Well, just like a test, we'll put it down and skip it. Keep moving. Grab that one later. Ah, that one lit up. Okay, perfect. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that aquamarine, that teal looking color to advise me where to put that material down at. Truck, yeah, mother truckers. 11 episodes of digging. That is a lot of digging. That's a lot of digging. Is that equivalent to 11 hours of digging? Let's grab this piece real quick just to see. It's kind of showing like it's over here somewhere, but I'm not seeing the actual teal color, which is so strange. Does it belong somewhere else? What if it belongs on a higher... Oh god, if I put these inside and then the construction site upgrades and then it's asking me to put them in a higher area, I'll be doomed. Let's just go ahead and put these down over here then, just in case. Because I'm not seeing the signifier, there's nothing telling me to put it down anywhere, so to avoid a future mishap. Oh, you son of a gun. Okay, we'll leave that one there. It's forever there. That's where it lives now. Be careful. These pieces are not forgiving. Once they fall through parts, it just I may have to go over there and manually reset it. Oh, there we are. Couple blind spots. I think most people will probably use the mobile cranes, the large mobile cranes for these jobs. They may find it faster, more efficient, I personally think that the tower crane is more efficient, especially when placing wall fabrics or prefab walls. Plus, I love using the joysticks. Anytime I get to use the joysticks. All right. I think earthworks is my favorite thing to do. Craning would be second to that. Oh, there we go. Another 32,000 for machine rentals. Regular, what level are you? What's your level and what's your experience level so far? You've got to have put a lot of time in. 'Oh, that's a lot of digging. I know one gentleman did the final, the finale for the Spaceport DLC. The digging alone was 36 hours. That's a lot of digging. I mean, he enjoyed every minute of it, absolutely. 36 hours though, you're punching in a time card. You're level 37. Wow, nice. Be playing with some big dogs then. All right, so I'm noticing something here. This also does not have a home. So let's go ahead and set that one down. There might be three of these that I grabbed that are not meant to be used on this stage, but maybe meant to be used on the second stage. And I'm really concerned now that I've kind of stuck this thing in a spot where I can't get to it. Oh man, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in there and manually move it. Thankfully, we have that ability to reset the material. Let's take a look. So we've got that kind of wall to use. So let's grab one of these. Okay. Yeah, 36 hours. Like I said, you're gonna punch in a time card if you're doing that. You get paid for that. 36 hours of digging. There's some guys who just love doing the solo missions on hard. They love doing the digging. I would love to see like super highway or something with a lot of land sculpting, land development. That would be my jam. I see a couple of them right there. So we'll grab these two. Only 50% of the way through. That's insane. We got one small wall, three small walls, more of these. Okay. I think our wall panels are right here on this. And those last three over to the far left are going to be for the second part of the stage. the second part of this wall form mission. There's one small that goes there. I don't see it. It's odd. It's really odd. Yeah, we don't have those, do we? Uh-oh. Unless they're in. Ah, I see. They're probably in there. Okay, perfect. I was getting a little concerned there for a second that we weren't going to have the pieces needed to finish this job. That would have been bizarre. All right, two more pieces of wall. I'm sure it's got to be a lot of fun, but man, oh man, I would definitely have to do it in shifts. That's for sure. I would have to do it in shifts. More power to those who do it, though. And I know we started some of the campaigns during a live stream with three or four of us doing the campaign together on high scope, but it takes us about 3 hours just to get 30 to 50% through the job, and by then, we've got other things to do. But like I said earlier in the stream, I love the fact that we have the opportunity to do high scope jobs. We can really extend out the life the lifespan of a job and just have fun doing it. Just have fun creating something and not taking it too seriously, kind of taking a break from all the high, fast paced, especially in gaming world, all the fast pace and instant gratification. More like slows everything down. That one son of a gun, that one piece of wood in there, I gotta remove it. Oh man. Okay, let's go fix that error. Thank goodness the scaffolding is here so we can climb up onto the job site. I'll unpack this while we're here. Mysterious metal, that's what it says. Ah, that's funny. Mysterious metal and magic cement. All right, buddy. I think if how do we grab this? How do we move this thing? Should be a way to reset it then. Let's check. Is it in job menu? Materials? Warehouse? Goods issue? There we go. Flip it. Come on. Oh. Yes. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. I'm giving it all she's got. Crap. All right, let's try that again. Flip. Stay. No. Why? Come on. Did we not pour the cement here like evenly? How did we do this? Stay. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. I turn around, it falls down. All right. Mystery metal has been set up. The troublemaker has been taken care of, so we'll get that one off the site. I think we gotta get these ready to return. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. They just disappear. Yeah, that's actually much better than having to put them back on the truck and haul them back over to the materials dealer. That's cool. Much easier. I think road paving, I would love to do some road jobs, but only with a crew member because the they don't have the helper anymore. And I think asphalt paving or cold planing the asphalt would be fun with a team. Oh, I gotta unpack the thing. Okay. I like bulldozing too. I find bulldozing very soothing for some reason. All right, let's go unpack these materials. Mystery metal, mysterious metal. That's so funny they call it that. Okay, okay. Our wood has arrived. Okay. Ooh, more. Wow. Okay. Okay. So in part two, we built that stadium that you see over there, and most of it was concrete work. There's quite a bit of concrete work. This one seems to have a fair bit of timber work, which I think is really cool that we get different looks at the construction site here. You know, we're not just stuck doing a lot of concrete pouring. In the first part, we built the bridge that leads us here. And the second part, we did a heck of a lot of crane and concrete work. But in this one, it's a little bit of it's a little bit of concrete so far. I think we're pretty much done with the concrete and a lot of wood pallet placing, which is cool. So lots of opportunities for crane work and lots of material too. I'm telling you, if we were doing this on a high scope, the amount of material being ferried over here would be incredible. We're only seeing a fraction of it. I like this. I think so far, this might be my favorite mission in the entire campaign. VIP lounges might be one that I replay on high scope with a team just to have fun. Yeah, we'll have to mill a road together someday, Wrangler. I know we built the road before in the spaceport. You were part of that short little video I did, and your skills were recognized. It was also fun that we had the compactors kind of going in tandem and driving through each other. Tanner is another one of the newest members to the Discord channel and also highly skilled operator. He knows his stuff, and he's done a lot of the missions on high scope alone as well. I know if he's watching this, if he's watching any of these streams, any of these catalogs of me building the stadium, he's taking notes because he wants to be max proficiency when he does the job solo. And he's going to. You just know he's going to do it solo high scope. Again, anyone that does it solo high scope, my hat is off to you. We're just a little bit over 50% done with this job. And I feel like the hardest parts are behind us. And that was all the material we had to ferry over here. Placing the walls, the prefab walls, is not going to be too much of a pain now that we understand what we've got is all the prefab walls necessary. We're all already kind of singled out what we need. I didn't notice that by buying the two different orders from the wall factory actually does equate to the two different stages. So keep that in mind as well when you're getting the wall forms from the wall factory, especially if you're playing on solo. Oh man, almost done with the lumber. It seems like these stages for the VIP lounge go a lot faster. Maybe it's just because I'm not fighting with the concrete so much. Scaffolding out. You have a great night, Wrangler. Thanks for joining me, buddy, and I look forward to seeing your latest video once it releases. And if you guys are not following him already, please give Wrangler Source Rex a follow. Subscribe to his channel. He's got some great content always coming out, and we will be doing some co-streams together. Have a good night, Wrangler. Okay, and with that part is done. We are 55% finished. Well on our way to 100% completion. We have more to set, yeah. Nice. Okay, now back to the prefab walls. Suckers way over there. Yeah, this not as demanding as the first stage of it. Honestly, not too demanding. There we go. We picked the furthest one away. Good for us. Ooh, careful. Let's grab another one over here. Way over there. Okay, we got one more over here that we set down. Might, yeah, I think the second stage of the wood frames on high scope is going to be placed inside the arena. Just a little bit closer to where they're going to be set down. Which makes sense. overshot it. Bring it back. All right, now back to these ones over here that we left behind. Can't tell me the soundtrack does not slap. I'm so glad that they brought the songs from the other games into this game so that we could really enjoy them. Because there's some people who didn't play the mobile games that get to enjoy these soundtracks. I also think it's fitting too, since this is Construction Simulator 1. They're kind of starting from scratch. They're starting over again. They're beginning a new chapter in the construction series. And even though the game was released in 2022 and we like to call it Construction Simulator 2022, it is technically called, and will be referenced to later, as Construction Simulator 1. If you love crane work, this DLC is going to be for you for sure. We're at 7 of 11. I have a blind spot there. Take whatever we can get. Right. Good. It's eating away a lot of the percentage to finish this campaign. Not wait to see the stadium all done. Like I said, I think VIP Lounge is going to be my favorite part of this entire campaign. One more piece, guys. We're at 60% finished. I think the next is going to be possibly some roof elements or some steel beams, something like that. unpacking. The mysterious metal. One, two. Oh, this is gonna look amazing when we're done. Lots of experience here. We got concrete and okay. In the case of this, again, I would definitely be employing one of my teammates to run the crane, and someone else would be running the skid steer for sure, or the telehandler for sure. Let's go ahead and jump into our telehandler since that's what I want to use right now. We're not going to be able to use it much longer since the next parts are just going to solely be crane work. Let's go ahead and grab these other two. Oh, we got some construction material to unpack, which means more of the placing of the wood pallets, the wood panels. But as you can see, these those concrete walls, those concrete beams that cannot pick up with this telehandler. So that's going to be all crane work in a minute, and that's going to be the end of me using the telehandler for this part of the campaign. It's been a good run. It's called Magic Concrete. I like that. Never knew that until I got to look at these things a little bit closer. And mystery metal, mysterious metal. Okay, before we grab the concrete beams, let's go ahead and unpack this wood. Okay. Oh, shoot, we forgot these were here. Gotta return these. Get them all out of here. Oh yeah, more lumber. Cool. Concrete beams. We still have some mystery metal to place. I am certain that that's going to be going upstairs. Just within the blind spot of that crossbar there. Unpack it. Oh man, this lumber. I'm loving this. I'm loving this way more than I thought I would. I just think something about moving lumber is better than pouring concrete. A lot more of these smaller pieces you gotta place this part. There's still a little bit over there to the left that needs to be built. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't think it has anything to do with the VIP lounge, but it could. You still have the mystery concrete and all that stuff down there to unpack. Even though I still have, even with hindsight of how this mission's going to go, I'm still going to be using a tower crane, even though I know my team is going to want to use mobile cranes. Position the mobile cranes on each side of the contract here and just have them kind of work within their radius to place some material. Will be kind of a fight for positioning since the material's all located in one spot, but on high scope I have a feeling there's going to be so much to do that we can delegate the work out pretty easily, and as long as we communicate with each other where we're operating in, what sector we're working in, what material we're moving, we should be able to move pretty efficiently. I've had jobs where I'm running 4 wheel loaders at the same time, or three wheel loaders at the same time. All of them just switching in and out of where they're digging and kind of working around each other and communicating the positions and being aware of each other, and it worked out really well. In fact, that was the airfield mission that we were doing, and got a lot of the digging completed because of that on high scope too. Very quickly, very effectively. Kind of efficiency that worker bees would blush at. Alright, that's the last small panel. So now we got the big panels to do, and that'll clean up that pretty quickly. I think this is going to be our 75% right here. Yeah. Is it going to be 75% when we finish all the wood? Possibly, I think so. I think that's exactly what the case is going to be. So finish all of this, it'll be 75%. We got 5 more pieces to lay down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have 8 pieces to lay down. Each of these contracts we've broken up into 2 phases. Each phase would get you to about 50% before you take a break from it. Or high scope, you might break it into 4 phases of 25% each, depending on where you're at, the team is doing, and how far you've gotten 25%. Otherwise, you're doing this for quite a long time. Got 5 more pieces to place, and we're done. 4 more after this piece is set. We can unpack the materials down there, find out what we need to do with those. Oh, it's looking gorgeous. I'm loving all the timber. Two more pieces. Getting there. Blind spot. Oh, bad blind spot. Oh, that whole spot. Dang. That just means we'll have to switch into this view real quick. Bingo. That part is done. Scratch it off the list. We're 76%. Let's go ahead and get this unpacked. What is next? Ah, yes, here they are. I might use a mobile crane for this part, but we're using the tower crane. It's just going to be convenience. Yeah, I think far more convenient. Just using the tower crane's boom arm, lifting straight up, swinging around with the mobile crane. See it becoming a problem. You can see how tall these pieces are too. So tower crane just seems far more proficient. More likely to, I mean, the strength of these beams. Only 4 pillars, so not that bad. A few more of the metal frames to set. We're 80%. Almost there, guys. We're on the home stretch, as they would say. Two more. Thank goodness it didn't land on the bulldozer, but it's probably right out of my reach too, isn't it? Wow, what a bugger! What an absolute bugger! That last piece, man. That is why I wait for the material to be completely stabilized before I just let go. I wonder if I could reset it. Use our superhuman powers to reset it. All right, this time we're gonna make sure that it's set before we let go. Almost did it again. All right, let's go. Let's go fix our mistake. That's. Let's see. All right, let's do this instead. Here's what we're gonna do. Grab the excavator and we'll put it back in the reach of the tower crane and set it up. Problem solved. Let's see what that did. Okay. We're just getting it back in the reach of the tower crane so that at least it can get picked up and put in place. That was a huge blunder on my part, but thankfully redeemable because of our JCB. 82%. I think this is going to keep us at 82% no matter what. Oh man, what if I didn't put it close enough? It's right on the edge, man. I really think it's right there. Tippy, tippy edge. Ah, serious. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Jump into this guy. Come on. If he can't reach, I'm gonna be shocked. All right. How to turn a simple job into a whole construction obstacle for yourself. JCB to the rescue. Let's put this thing in the position it should have been a long time ago. I even tried catching it as it was falling. Aha, he almost did it to me again. Okay. Let's find these metal pallets. Where are they going? Right there? Okay. More JCB work. Let's do it. Five of them. I only found two here. Where'd the other missing some pieces? Did I not buy all the materials needed? Then I'm missing two of these pallets. The pirates got them. This is about it right here. They're going to be setting these frames up and then setting the roof. Most of our material that we need. Look at that. Here we go. It was there. how's it going, Enrique? Catch me right at the very end of the stream. We're almost finished with the stadium here, and I gotta tell you, this VIP lounge has been my favorite part of the campaign DLC so far. Although it's painful to have to use this crane for the final pieces because it takes so long. Got about 6 pieces left to set down. We should be good. You excited to get your hands on the DLC tomorrow? We'll be releasing tomorrow, I think tomorrow at 4 p.m. CEST, 10 a.m. EST. We'll be doing a live stream of the campaign on Pastor Gone Facebook page, my Twitch channel, YouTube. Excited to tune into that and see what they're up to and see how they handle this massive contract. almost at. We're at 99%. There's that 99% again, guys. 2% away. All right, one more piece and we're finished with the stadium. Got one more section to do, and that will be the next stream, and then of course will be celebration of this DLC launching for all of you guys around the world. Get your hands at DLC. If you've got the second season, you'll have the downloadable content ready for you. If you just want to get the Stadium DLC expansion, you can do it, of course, as well. All right, let's go speak to the architect and finish this contract off. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Halftime! The two finished stands make it look more like a stadium. Also, it's a completely different perspective from the 3D model. Huh. Maybe it's time I visited my projects again once they're finished. Planning is all well and good, but the results would have never looked this great without you. Let's make sure the second half is just as successful.
The second half, we're only halfway through. My goodness. Oh, the VIP lounge looks amazing. Great job, guys. Everyone did a great job of supporting this campaign through the tumultuous couple mistakes we made there, but we did it. And tomorrow, you guys will get a chance to do it as well. That's all for me tonight, guys. This is Grail from Grove Construction signing out. I will see you all in the next one. I look forward to getting a chance to run these campaign missions with you guys. Of course, we'll be running with a team next time you see me on here doing it. And I look forward to doing that with you guys. Have a great night. I'll talk to you later.